So we've looked at a number of things now. We've looked at vibration, what reality is, what you are, and we are coming to what will purport to be a conclusion of sorts. Now there is an old expression, Quo Vadis. You might have heard it before. I think it's even the name of a film. And the question that it poses is, whither thou goest, where will you go? And this is the ultimate question that we all face. Where do we go once we are finished in these fleshy suits, these vehicular bodies? And I believe that is exactly the same as what happens here. So, just as we talked about the fact that what you believe is your reality, what you believe in and where you will go to also affects where you will go. Sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? But if we know anything from what scientists and quantum physicists and the like say now, it is that we can shape our own reality. We are determining our reality in a somewhat probabilistic universe. Now, what does this mean? It means that if you believe that you're a sinful person, a bad person, you believe you're going to hell, then you will go to hell because you believe it. If, on your flip side, you also believe that you're a good person and that you've been forgiven your sins, then surely you will go to heaven because you believe you are going to heaven. If we can shape our reality in this life, in this reality now, then I believe what you believe happens after you pass away from these corporeal bodies is exactly the same principle. So where you believe you go to, you will end up. We have seen many variations and beautiful variations of life and reality and all that it can be. This universe shows us it so. And so if you believe that you are going to live on, then you will. And here's a simple scientific fact that will help that. So energy never dies. It merely transforms into another state. Therefore you never die. Essentially you go back to the universe, because it's from the universe where you came. Everything that builds up your DNA, your cells, your atoms, comes from the universe. Yes, I know you have your father and mother, but ultimately before them and before them and before them many others, it came from the universe. So you go back to the universe. And in this way, the universe also recycles your atoms and whatever else it needs to recycle. I do believe that each person is a unique being. I don't believe in reincarnation. I do believe characteristics can carry forward, like when people say, oh, you have your father's eyes or your mother's lips, and you might have your sister's, disposition, or you might have your uncle's wit and things like that. So I do believe those things can be carried forward, but every soul, every living being is unique. I don't believe in reincarnation at all, and the reason being because the universe likes to recycle. It loves to recycle. And it creates all different possibilities to the universe. We don't know fully what is out there. And all we can try and grasp is this reality that we have before us now. And so I say again, what you believe in this realm, in this reality, is your reality. If you believe that you're in a situation with no hope, then there will be no hope. If you believe equally that there is hope in a situation, then surely you will find hope. It's amazing. Take for example a child of 3, 4 or 5 years old. They go to their toy box. And say for example they find something in it like a stethoscope, which you bought for them in a doctor's kit, where they pretend to play that they're doctors or nurses or whatever. They pick up that stethoscope, and you, watching them, believe that it's a stethoscope. But to that child it could be anything. A child has a vivid imagination, and the simple stethoscope from an old doctor's kit could become some sort of warp phase inducer. is it completely an imagination, but they believe it to be real for their state of play, and the universe is like a giant playground. This is why I say, what you believe is your reality, will be your reality. And where you go to is determined purely by what you believe. I'm not talking about indoctrinated religions and things like that. I'm talking about it on the most broadest sense. You will return to the universe. Your atoms will be recycled. Where you go to is determined purely by your belief. And if you believe you're going to go to heaven, then you'll go to heaven. Equally, like I say, if you're going to go to hell, then if you believe you're going to hell, then you surely will go to hell. And as I mentioned before, if you truly believe that there is hope, then there will be hope. Belief shapes your reality and your very being. And you'll be very wise to remember that.